Jen went from nothing burger to fan favorite overnight. Here's what really happened. One day, the internet was calling her a nothing burger. Just a few weeks later, those same people couldn't stop talking about her. Her confidence, her honesty, and one unforgettable confrontation completely changed the conversation. Fans who barely noticed her at first were suddenly calling her one of the most authentic personalities to come out of the villa. So, how did Jen pull off one of the biggest image turnarounds of the season? And why are viewers now saying she may have been misunderstood from the very beginning? Let's break down everything that happened. Reality TV has a funny way of changing people's opinions. First impressions rarely last, and sometimes the contestants who receive the harshest criticism end up becoming the biggest fan favorites. That's exactly what happened with Jen. When she first entered the villa, many viewers questioned whether she would leave any lasting impression. Social media was filled with jokes, memes, and comments suggesting she wasn't bringing much to the show. But as the weeks unfolded, everything changed. Instead of trying to please everyone, Jen stayed true to herself. She spoke honestly, stood by her opinions, and refused to fake friendships or emotions just to look good on camera. Ironically, that honesty became the very thing that won viewers over. One of the funniest moments after Jen left the villa came when she finally discovered the nickname fans had been giving her online. Because contestants don't have access to social media during filming, she had absolutely no idea people were calling her a nothing burger. When someone finally explained the joke after she got her phone back, her reaction was priceless. She wasn't offended. She wasn't angry. She was genuinely confused. She even admitted she'd never heard the expression before and couldn't figure out whether it was supposed to be an insult or a compliment. That lighthearted reaction instantly showed another side of her personality. Instead of getting defensive, she laughed along with everyone else. Fans appreciated that she didn't take herself too seriously, and that simple moment helped shift public opinion. Sometimes authenticity speaks louder than any dramatic TV moment ever could. If there was one turning point that completely changed how audiences viewed Jen, it wasn't a romantic moment. It was a friendship. During one of the season's most talked about conversations, Jen decided to be brutally honest with another Islander instead of staying quiet just to avoid conflict. Many contestants in reality shows choose the easy route. They smile. They nod. They pretend everything is fine. Jen did the exact opposite. She explained exactly how she felt, even knowing it might create tension. At first, fans weren't sure how the conversation would end. Would it destroy the friendship? Would emotions explode? Surprisingly, the opposite happened. According to Jen, being honest actually strengthened their relationship. She believes real friendships aren't built on avoiding difficult conversations. They're built on trust. If something bothers you, you talk about it before resentment has a chance to grow. That philosophy resonated with viewers because it's something many people experience in everyday life. Honesty can be uncomfortable, but sometimes it's also the healthiest choice. Many fans later pointed to that conversation as the exact moment they realized Jen wasn't trying to create drama. She was simply being genuine. And that's a rare quality in reality television. One of Jen's biggest strengths throughout the season was her ability to separate the game from real life. She openly admitted that certain situations inside the villa should never be judged the same way they would be outside of it. Inside the villa, emotions move faster. Connections develop quickly. People are encouraged to explore different relationships. That's the entire purpose of the experience. Because of that, she never expected everyone to behave exactly the way they would in everyday life. That perspective gave her a level of maturity that many viewers admired. Instead of reacting emotionally to every situation, she tried to understand why people made the choices they did. It didn't mean she always agreed with them, but she understood the environment they were all living in. And perhaps that's why so many fans began seeing her differently as the season continued. She wasn't playing a character. She was simply adapting to an unusual situation while staying true to who she was. By the time her journey came to an end,